Good morning, everybody. It's a beautiful rainy day. I'm glad it's raining. Allergies are up. It's knocking the pollen down. I think it's maples. Andy, you have to correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe maple. And then everything else, I see forsythias are almost blooming, which get your crabgrass control down. I got a new Buick, 2016. All pretty much the same exact vehicle I had before. It's unwrapped, so you won't see me running around with Newcastle on, not yet. I think April 5th we have it set up to get wrapped. So I'll be looking good here in a couple weeks. I was talking to a couple people yesterday, and one thing that really drives my heart is helping people. And you start thinking about, like, what goals do you have? What aspirations do you have? What's your personal goal? What's your professional goal? And really looking out further than the here and now. We look at, like, negative people, and I've removed a lot of negative people in my life, through my life, and there's a reason for that, because what you surround yourself with, you will become. But if you look and see if there's people that are kind of in turmoil, most likely they probably don't have goals. And it's one thing that my dad taught me at a really, really early age. It's like, Brad, you got to have goals. And these goals don't have to be like crazy, like, oh, I want to be a billionaire. Well, no, they could be small. And I was talking to somebody yesterday about the goals that, well, first they didn't think they had goals, but then they start talking and they actually do have goals. It's just putting them down and really focusing on them to get to where you want to be. But you need to have goals. If you feel like you're just like mucked up and, put in a blender and just spun around and spit out, and then the next day you do it all over again, and you can't think past today, sit down, write down some simple goals. Just do like a 1-year goal some of my goals are pretty big, but it's because I've gotten to my other goals that I thought were huge, and it's like, not that, it's good, but it's not that great. So I'm setting the bar higher because I just want to keep getting better and better and better. And I've been asked before, when do you stop? Well, you never stop bettering yourself. I'm constantly learning. I'm constantly doing new things, but it's all because I have goals set and I'm getting the steps. The steps of the ladder are starting to be built. So if you're thinking about, even family, like your family, you're just mucked up, have a goal of, my goal, which I am going out on Friday night with my wife to a movie, Sandra Bullock one. But my goal is to go on a date night once a month. And my goal was that last year, and I think Tanya and I went out once. So I got to do a better job on that. But that's a small goal that's going to get to a better goal, which is a better marriage. And I think you need to be detailed too about your goals. So like better marriage, that's not such a great goal. It's good. Don't get me wrong. But you want to have a goal, when I'm 50, I want to, retire, whatever you want to do personally. And then you have those steps that get you to that point. Well, if you retire when you're 50, you're probably not going to want to be divorced. So maybe you ought to go out on date night. That's the type of steps that you need to go. I am not retiring in 50. If anybody thinks that I'm retiring at 50, I'm not. I will never retire because I love what I do, and I love helping people, and it's something that fills my heart. So I don't even know how all this wraps up, because I just started with one thing and I went like 50 different directions. My ADD, I think, is kicking in today. I didn't have my coffee total yet, but do things you love. Set some goals for yourself. Simple goals. Like, please write down something that you're striving for. Everybody's striving for something. And it doesn't have to be work related. It could be personally. Set some goals for yourself personally. Something that's obtainable, but it's a stretch, and then have a bigger goal above that. I think it's really, really important. Barry Pop would think it's important as well. Get yourself set some goals and just start working towards them. And you'd be amazed at what opens up and the amount of joy that you get just by getting those steps of those ladders and start climbing up that ladder. So guys, have a great day and enjoy the rain, and hopefully allergy season isn't too bad this year. See ya.